CBS's Catherine Herridge predicts Black Swan Event in 2024. Fertile ground for our adversaries? Oh, interesting. Read all about it. Real Clear Politics. I'll also leave the link for CBS, the full transcript. You're watching ESN, IC News. Congratulations. That's a wise decision. Your time is very valuable. So let's jump right in, shall we? From Face the Nation, CBS Herridge predicts in 2024, the U.S. may have a national security event with high impact that's very hard to predict, pointing to ongoing wars and U.S. division as factors creating fertile ground for our adversaries like North Korea, China, and Iran to take advantage of. I'm going to leave the link for that in the video description box, as well as the full transcripts. More fast food fringes and firings are expected before April 1st. Multiple Pizza Hut operators throughout California announced on Tuesday that they would be laying off hundreds of drivers before the new state minimum fast food wage of $20 an hour comes into effect the 1st of April. The new law, Assembly Bill 1228, has been one of the most contentious of the year. Originally, the bill would have raised the minimum wage to $22 an hour and hold franchise corporations accountable for labor law violations at individual locations. In addition, thanks to a new fast food council created from a new law signed last year, AB 257, benefits like paid leave, predictive scheduling would also be introduced. Fast food companies swiftly took action to hold a referendum on the minimum wage, as well as more electronic kiosks going up to replace cashiers. I'm sure robots, automated cars. After months of back and forth, it was agreed earlier this year that AB 1228 would be altered to have minimum wage for fast food workers bumped only to $20 an hour instead of $22 an hour, with local governments prohibited from raising it even further in exchange for dropping the referendum, as well as other smaller provisions. Following passages in October, fast food companies and groups have been warning of dire consequences. This has included more automation, higher prices, reliance on third-party companies, and numerous layoffs to help stay profitable. Well, California, I can really see why people would want to live out there with the high cost of living, with the traffic, with the rules and regulations. And they just passed a bill where they're going to allow you to drink your own pee. But it's going to be filtered, so don't worry about it. They're going to take wastewater and directly filter it into drinking water. They're not even going to let it roll downstream anymore. So we'll see how that goes. But hey, look, they're doing everything they can to keep you safe in California. All right, next article. I'm going to offer you some good news now, especially for those of you that like to go to Burger King hungover. Here you go. This is your ticket. This is your opportunity to get a discount on a Whopper in Brazil. The Brazilian wing of Burger King announced a surveillance technology marketing stunt this week called the Hangover Whopper, celebrating the booze-filled days between Christmas and New Year's with facial recognition. All you have to do is hold your bleary-eyed visage up to a camera, and the company says its face scanning software will judge how hungover you look and hand out a corresponding coupon. Welcome to the future, a boring dystopia where the most nightmarish technology is used, another cutesy promotional tool. Now, this video spotted by Marketing Dive at the end of the year. It's Friday every day, and the hangover kicks in. A vaguely robotic voice says as images of cheeseburgers glitch in and out over fake computer code. BK presents Hangover Whopper, a technology that scans your hangover level and offers a discount on the ideal combo to help combat it. This stunt runs until January 2nd. Well, how much money are we talking about here? And how hungover do you have to be? Ridiculous. Do you think they're really going to sell more Whoppers this way? Is it going to offset with the discounts that they give their customers? What kind of discounts are we talking here? It's ridiculous. Welcome to Brazil. Now, this is extremely sad, and bless all of those that are affected by this and have been affected. This is from HawaiiNewsNow.com, titled Makes Me Angry. Lahaina family marks bittersweet holiday as they prepare to leave Hawaii. And the article describes how, I think, 1,000 people Listen to this, they're among an estimated 1,000 Maui residents who have made the difficult decision to leave the state. And they're sharing their story, in hopes it will shed light on a growing problem. They go on to say, this is all 100% donated clothes, said Amy Chadwick. As she packs her son's suitcase, Chadwick and her family, they're not packing for a vacation, they're moving. I kind of go between anger and sadness on a daily basis, Chadwick said. This has been my home for a really long time, and I've never wanted to be anywhere else. So being basically forced to leave because we can't find any rentals that will take our family and dogs for under $10,000, and that in turn makes me very angry. She said the fires not only destroyed everything her family owns, it's also forcing them to move nearly 5,000 miles away. Florida kind of came up in just random situations, she said. And we want warm weather. We want the beach. We found a really sweet small town, a really close-knit community. But Chadwick says it's still not Lahaina. She said she reached out to about 20 different landlords, and no one would take her mom, her husband, her son, her daughter, and her 3 dogs for under $10,000 a month. They're staying at a 3-bedroom right now, 2-bathroom house in Napili for $7,000 a month. That's a lot of money. I'm just thinking about when we were sitting on the couch and we had to tell our kids, my daughter, who didn't want to participate, she's been with her same friends since she was in preschool. She was very upset, and her words to me was, you should have tried harder. I tried the hardest I could, Chadwick said. She said they can't afford to live on Maui anymore, and she believes her family leaving is the beginning of a mass exodus coming. Very sad. I mean, $10,000 a month, $7,000 a month is a ton of money. $20 an hour working fast food isn't going to pay that, is it? I mean, even at $20 an hour, it's got to be extremely difficult to live in places like California. Even in a place that is more affordable, $20 an hour is not that much money. I mean, you go out to eat at a basic restaurant, and it's $15, $20 easy. And then by the time you tip them, you're out $25. Fast food, which isn't even really food half the time, in my opinion. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not that healthy usually. You can easily spend $15 at fast food. You can easily spend $10, $12 at a gas station. So $20 an hour, but then for small businesses, you've got this domino effect, because as a small business to pay drivers $20 an hour, that's extremely difficult. And you know what, folks? Are we in the Twilight Zone? You have now entered the Twilight Zone. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have amazing holidays and a fantastic day. Make sure to hit the bell for all notifications and be the change the world needs to see.